Today, I will be covering an example that was submitted by a viewer. If you have any questions or specific problems that you'd like me to cover on a video, feel free to drop me an email at fearfactor@gmail.com. Today's example is going to be about perimeter of a rectangular space using algebra. An architect designs a rectangular flower garden such that the width is 2/3 the length. If 220 feet of antique picket fencing are to be used to enclose the garden, find the dimensions of the garden. First, I'm going to draw the flower garden. It's a rectangle, and it has a length, L, and a width, W. Now we're given some information in this problem that the width, W, is 2/3 of the length. 2/3 times L. So now if we're to label all sides of this rectangle, we've got L on top, W, which equals 2/3 L. We have L on the bottom, and we have 2/3 L on the left side. We're also given information that we are using 220 feet of picket fencing. The picket fencing is going to surround our rectangular garden. So 220 feet is the perimeter of the rectangle. The perimeter is simply the sum of all four sides. So now we just have to find what L is, and we can use that value to find what W is. We said that the perimeter, 220 feet, is the sum of all four sides. L plus 2/3 L plus our bottom L plus 2/3 L equals 220. Now we have to add up the left side. We have two L's, and then we have two 2/3 L's. If we add the two L's together, 1L plus 1L is 2L. And our 2/3 plus 2/3, when we add these two fractions together, we add the numerator and leave the denominator. So we get 4/3 L equals 220. Now we just have to add these two numbers together. This is not a fraction, so we can convert it into a fraction. We need a 3 on the bottom so that the denominators match, and 2 is equal to 6/3 plus 4/3 L equals 220. The left-hand side, we have this common denominator, so we can add the numerators together. 10/3 L equals 220. The last thing to do is to isolate this L, so we can multiply both sides by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply the left side by 3/10 so that these fractions cancel, and we also have to do that on the right side. 220 times 3/10. In order to do this multiplication, the 10 on the bottom I can cancel with a 10 on the top. 220 divided by 10 is just 22. We're left with 22 times 3, and that equals 66. This could also be done in a calculator. 220 times 3/10 equals 66. So we have found the dimensions of L. The only thing that's left to find is the dimension of W, but we know that W equals 2/3 L, and since L we found was 66, we're going to multiply 2/3 times 66. Again, you could do this in your calculator, or if you'd like to reduce the fraction, we could divide by 3. 66 divided by 3 is 22, and if we multiply 2 times 22, we get 44 for W. Now the way that you check your answer is if you add up all four sides of this rectangle and see if you get 220 for the perimeter. So we're going to do that. We've got two L's, 66 plus 66, and we've got two W's, 44 plus 44. And if you add these all up, you end up getting 220, which is our perimeter. Thanks for watching this video on the perimeter. If you have any questions yourself, specific problems that you'd like me to cover, don't hesitate to reach out to me, because if you have the question, chances are someone else has it too. And remember, new lesson videos are every Monday and Thursday, so make sure you subscribe. Have a good day!